Select a text language. Okay, there's no audio for that. There we go. A. English text. Audio language. We're gonna do English just because I'm streaming it. I'm in English. This every time. Oh, okay. Okay, unauthorized group protection. Okay, okay. Okay. This is a work of fiction, all that. Yeah, we know. Oh yeah. This game has like violence towards like fantasy races is what I've been told. Like it doesn't like hide the like fantasy racism. It's a metaphor, you know? Um based on true events that my dad made up. So like that's something to keep in mind. Flashing light warning. Okay, okay. Wild body horror. Okay. I'm gonna guess. I mean, it's Persona, like fantasy Persona. You know, I can imagine where that would come in. Studio Zero. Okay. I'm out of drink, but I have water.
I trust this will suffice.
Let me know if it's too quiet. I'll try not to talk during cutscenes.
Away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Actually, the device has been lost. Right here. Okay.
A land grotesque as its people.
Oh, it's my controller.
You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh. Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
Oh. It's true.
Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
Oh. That's a way to open up.
By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this?
Yeah, I agree, Tony.
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Louise.
A
Louise.
shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter. The very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
He looks perfectly normal. I'm gonna switch real quick. I want to turn the game a little bit real quick. Okay. This music slaps, by the way. I've heard some of it on like TikTok and stuff. Okay. Sounds like Plankton singing. Oh no. I'm never gonna not hear that now. Really, Mino? I'm surprised by that, actually. It's been kind of all over. I think a big part of it, too, is that, like, it's a 90-hour RPG. And the people that play Persona don't really play fantasy RPGs too much. Like, the people that hopped on the Persona bandwagon don't play, like, a lot of other Atlas games. For good and bad. System settings. Yeah, ReFantazio. Everything should be fine here. Frame rate limit 60. Look at you. Good job, Atlas. Like, go ahead and push it to high quality textures. I should be able to run it high. There's no reason that I shouldn't be able to. I have a sandwich between Zelda Sparkling Zero. Yeah, it's a very busy game time. Yeah, let's just go for it. Yeah, it's been a very busy month for games, and next month is not much better.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
That's me.
Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Bancha. Dual name of the protagonist. Can that?
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which
Mario
suggests
Party
to
out
me
today,
you
too.
might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Oh, I forgot Sonic is next week. Oh no. No, not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds.
Yeah, I think imagination is more powerful than people give it.
This must be what you believe. I confess my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest.
I agree.
Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Dragon Ball Age. Yeah, Dragon Age. Dragon Age looks very cool. I don't know if I'll get it at launch. I haven't played one ever. I watched my friend play through all of the other ones. And she moved. We'll do normal. I tried to convince her to stream so that I could watch her.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead.
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
Oh, then I'll watch you.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm
Oh, she's pretty.
Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
I love these designs.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital?
Knife ears is,
What's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
This is my school book.
Hold it!
Oh.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Let's want to get stuck like us.
Yeah! 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 Kill! Maim!
I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Oh. That's not ideal.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least we didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
It could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same.
Yeah, literally. That's for you and me shaking hands. Just I would die for you.
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, Seth. Ooh, right? Find a place where we can see the whole area. Yeah, I agree.
Let's go.
Oh. Battle tablet. Yeah, I get it.
Stop!
Don't move.
Watch out!
Especially dangerous. Watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet. Phase sight. Press LT to phase sight. See what Gallica senses in an environment. An enemy or confronted before it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best as you can.
Okay.
Oh.
They look pretty tough. Careful now. Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
Nope, 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 nope.
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yikes. I think...
We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Me.
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
I really
First,
like their
we get to
style, like
Royal
the
Capital
painterly
and
style.
get you enlisted as a guardsman at the Army's recruitment center.
I would love PNGs based off of like those talk sprites. Like, that'd be so cool.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die.
Yeah, so Rezko, that's kind of what I've heard, is that like every character ends up being the like, there's no like bad character. That's kind of what got me like, okay, yeah, I'll try this. Yeah, Tony.
And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least.
Oh, Hepper, there's a line for you. Write that down, It's very true, too. That's very, very real. Like, 90% of my problems have been because I have anxiety about something and I don't face it. Like, anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I think that's...
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Oh.
Right.
Music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
I love the like opera chanting. I love the menus.
Look! Over there! Let's go. Got a sec?
Wow. I love a good compendium. Purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. Yeah, Mino, I agree. Powered semi-automatic vehicles designed for traversing the wasteland. Unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music, as a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield, considered a meaningless trifling skill in society unless rarely used. Here you accompanies traveling boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for his special mission. The mediative side excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing magia, or what? And knowing magic, though she can be repeated when her personal values are tested. She's an enduring travel companion. I don't know. Worship of one God, the Almighty, majority across the United Kingdoms, as Sanctus preached the uttering of the prayer, close your eye, one's whole heart will reach God. Okay. Just a heads up, if I get really into this, it might not be a stream series, because I have to make time to play it when I can.
Yep, we're safe here.
But we'll do our best. If you guys end up liking it, like...
Stay vigilant.
Or hyena.
You'll make this.
I want these items. I want these items.
Great find. Keep it.
I love the music.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic.
Hey, Willie.
The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785.
Fresco, we'll see.
Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
Ideally, I would like to.
May this faded world be
RPGs are hard because, like, being completely transparent. RPGs are kind of awful for viewer retention a lot of times. But, like, I'm not against it. Because it's one of those things that, like, you have to assume that people will be there for everyone. And, like, not everybody has the time for that. Like, I'm not necessarily against it.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Oh. This is what I love. I love modern fantasy. Like a blend of modern and fantasy stuff.
Get on with it then.
Oh, it's Cat Boys. No, Dog Boy.
I've done nothing wrong. Lying dog. Don't try to deny it. You trample the law for the fun of it.
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Oh.
Yeah! There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Oh.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on,
I love
kid.
her. I love her already.
We're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
I love her getting distracted by the shiny stuff.
You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
And then being like, no, no. Monster check, I will, thank you. Hi, Shammy.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about his
I love the
Majesty?
psst, 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 psst.
They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Did a pause? Am I choppy? I know, like, my model's a little choppy suddenly.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
I'm not dropping frames at all. Did it pause? Are y'all have an issue? Hello? What? What? That's weird. That's weird. We might have to go PNG if it keeps doing that. I was hoping that it wouldn't, but...
What?
But it's just like the prince.
Are you guys
isn't
good
it?
now?
They say he was attacked
Try
in the
refreshing.
dead of night. A war of succession is.
But so that's the thing, is like there was no frames on my end.
Coming, I tell you.
Like I didn't drop any frames. And I'm looking at my internet and it didn't dip at all. It might have just been Twitch. This is one of my rare, I don't think that was me. There is the problem of that I am using VC face going into tits, going into OBS. That's true. I didn't consider that, actually. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it might just be that data center then.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so yeah, it might just be that data center. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
Are these fantasy vapes? Are they hitting fantasy vape? Are they smoking a fantasy vape?
Would not have to ask if
Are these like the is this the equivalent of two dudes hanging outside a gas station?
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
Oh, I'm
We've
hungry.
done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Imposing elderly woman.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out?
That's what I was
15
thinking,
gal,
Willie.
doggy man, put that shit in my hand.
No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
Yeah, it's true.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Oh. Well, the prince is alive, just cursed.
You listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
That is good news. Also, yeah, Tony, I noticed that. I've always thought that if... I wish that... I kind of wish that, like, 3D gaming had taken off more than it did. Like... I really like game... Why am I so choppy? I don't want to be choppy.
Whatever will I do?
Alright, we're gonna save. Save complete. We gotta do memorandum. So much. Okay. Is this the kingdom? Okay. You know Allied Kingdoms?
If you don't want to be choppy, then you should cut it out.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Original king. This rule is often monarchy. Okay. Nation's largest city capital, but the kingdom of Ukraine and the United Kingdom is at large. Memo not random. Memo deliberate. Exactly. Okay. Elder tribe. 9th tribe. Distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the Church. Population is so small that to even see one in public is rare. They face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clamor's horns or Rusant's long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishing features and are regarded as inferior. Cool! Clamor tribe composes the largest population in all the Allied Kingdoms. The most distinctive features are their horns, which grow on both sides of their heads. Clamors have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which has essentially made them average. Gronian royal family are Clamor, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Clamors to internalize their belief that they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. Clamors value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situations or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest that this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Okay, that makes sense. Rusant. So elves, okay. One of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to Clamor. Long, pointed ears are their most distinguishing feature. They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Clamor. The 2 tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rusant pride themselves on outperforming others in strength, although this can be perceived as self-disciplined competitiveness. On the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Parapus. Tribe recognizable as bestial ears and tails. Hey, that's me. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including cold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties, festivities, and while happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as reckless. The stereotype there, looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics despite being nearly as populous as their Thumb and Clemar. Discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. And then the prince, son and heir to the king. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on the body, and though he bravely endured treatment, the recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately he was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. Okay. There's a lot going on there. But, I think I get it. I think I'm understanding so far.
All right, then.
God, all of the menus are so pretty.
Whatever will I do? Ugh, come off it.
Otherwise, one of your kind here. I have business here. Magnetism teaches the Eldar an evil tribe that defy the teachings. So get back. You were so magical, I doubt you'd have it so hard in life. It's just aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Well, I don't want to run. Shady woman.
An elder? Here?
Let's go see.
Straight to the main room and you should find that. Okay. Game does rehash some of it. Okay.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
No, I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air.
Magla?
Though I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease.
Oh look, it's
fairy
Shady
and
Woman.
an Elden child. Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
She's pretty.
Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
No thanks.
What a shame.
How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with? You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations.
I don't like that it looks like a rib cage.
If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
Nah, you're good, you're good.
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a smaller, a smaller skeleton.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
An interesting woman.
Let's head there.
Give it a fold, I say. Who else can it be?
I love that transition.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission.
What are you playing at?
Is there more in them? Recruitment center. Okay, let's recruitment center. Gordon. Yeah, church. This is all just stuff that we just. Okay. Okay, this is all stuff we just learned, so I'm not too.
I'm out of ideas.
Beg pardon?
Elden rubbish.
Dear me. That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward.
I like his bag.
Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
I like his bag a lot, actually.
Okay, you
I
got
can't
this.
wait for them to sell a $5,000 replica of this bag.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its
Blue
own
blood.
weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing
Okay.
words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't
I like
a lost
him.
cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I'm just so bored. I just need to kill. I'm so bored, I need to kill. I want to fight for change.
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Gee, it sure is boring around here. Are these important? Like, do these update my stats? Because this feels like stats. Like strength, intelligence, endurance, speed, luck. Like, that feels like a stat tree. They'd be out of nowhere. I need to kill! I want to kill! This is +5 to the relevant stat. Oh. Interesting. I'm glad I caught that then. I like this music. Got a sharp mind.
I've got a sharp mind.
Doesn't really matter.
Yes,
Okay.
you and every unschooled troglodyte. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Oh, okay. It's very funny because I'm doing this again. Wait, it really doesn't want me to. Name of the protagonist is Bancha. What? Okay, so I had to answer for the other thing before. Is it going to like get confusing if I name them both Bancha? Like, Resco, I don't know if you're even far enough. Like, if you would know. Like, will it... Is this an issue if they are both named Bancha? Oh, in English? Okay. Will is good. I like Will. Will's a... You're Bancha, and I'm Bancha. Couple of silly interactions. Okay. We'll do it anyway. Fuck it.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you
love
heard
her.
about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be
That's
a good
fair.
lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
All right, that's valid. You really noble? Countryside son of a lord. My family's of no real consequence. Just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. I mean, that's valid.
What's the world coming to?
I grieve here, but they really make you work alongside a creepy Elda. Care what all you'd hangs. Better shape up.
Whatever.
So young, are you enlisting too? That's right, so you don't have money or job. Grief makes the world go round, as it were. Magic Igniter join the queue, cutting. Only get you chewed out. Okay, well. Boy, make you, I guess.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have
At the
told us
water.
that.
I really like his bag.
What do they call them? Something like,
I've needed a solid bag. I guess. Have they already made it? I guess somebody probably will have.
Next. Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Tony knew.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. Spare off in my
Tony
hands.
knew. I don't remember offhand. I unfortunately don't really follow composers as much as I used to.
brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
I like this guy.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Okay.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
You know what? No, normally I'd be like, I had it handled, but like, no, thank you.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Let's take on 8 different forms, I guess, all the main.
And take this, too. Protect it with your life.
Me too. Royal Capital Vicinity Map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushion security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive.
Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Oh, okay. Water's Day.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
I like that she has like the little sparkles.
Hey. You awake?
Nope, I'm asleep.
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning? Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about
I'd rather
that.
not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
Well, that's how you know it's a fantasy.
Wow, So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict. And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later.
Well, okay, so like, Mino, technically that's not glorifying capitalism necessarily. Like, humanity was still building and doing all of that before capitalism. Like, humanity still wants to build. Like, we like creating things. We like making for it really, yeah, really. Like, it's very like, yeah, capitalism is at the soul of a lot of building, but like, I don't know. I think that even if everyone was met with their needs, like, we'd still have these things.
Good night.
It's an interesting conversation to have, though. Water's Day. Save complete. Now it's Arbor's Day. Oh.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in.
Very fair.
The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it.
Yeah, I invite there's definitely a reason for that.
Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Alright, the ads are about to start and I can't pause them. We're gonna take a second right here. We're gonna take a bathroom break. We're gonna run. We're gonna good. BRB. I don't really have a BRB screen anymore. Yeah. Can I get a mod to run some ads real quick? I'm gonna run to the potty, a little tanuki room, and yeah. I hope I hope the clipbot works because Arya was working on it. But if it doesn't, I'll be back and we're gonna stretch. We're gonna break. We're gonna run up. I think I still have my image. When we can make this a real roller coaster. No, wait. Okay, Come back. Come back. It left without. Alright, I'll be back.
I'm dying. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh
Kobold have big hunger. Kobold wants small snack, tiny snack, yes. Rah, you bother, Kobold. And then I shoot lasers out of my face.
Let's go. Let's do this thing. Oh? What?
Water can destroy Postman.
Sorry, I need a moment.
Give me that head.
Bagel here has gotten me on wanting to get Ring Fit up and going again. I don't know if anybody else just realized what happened. Turns out my Kingme redeem hotkey is the same hotkey to reload my save state.
Gamers, I just realized I have fruit snacks that I forgot I had. The Amoeba got me forever ago. Amoeba, if you're listening or lurking, I love you a lot. Thank you.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
If we can suspend this belief for 3 seconds. No! What a bunch of jokers! Mom, come pick us up. There's ominous children laughter in the walls.
Hello. Oh my god, it's Chet.
I'll see you later.
I don't vor things. I'm not that kind of dragon. I don't vor things.
Pokemon Emerald! Nice!
How was that? Did you poke Min? I don't know.
Did you poke men? Did you poke
Did you
men?
win?
Did you poke men?
Did you boy?
I didn't get much sleep last night. Don't worry about it.
I have my coffee, black. I sit at my coffee shop, rain pattering on the windows, just like that. Thank you for the bottle of water. And I take what small, minuscule joys I can out of this. The timing on the hydrate, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I thought my throw emote randomly started working. You see, if the guy gets it, FOE. There's a very old YouTube video, like we're talking like 15 years old, of I think it was a Flash animation. Yeah, it scares me.
Give me one more second. Give me one more clip. Give me another amoeba.
Oh my god. What is What?
What's
What? Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god.
I love that clip so much. I love watching Neva play Sonic. Like, okay, I have had a couple fruit snacks. I have some water. I pulled in the crinkled, and yeah, we're gonna keep the cutscene up. Thank you guys for waiting.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Ugh. I love like the world map. Look at these horses. They are not Misa. That's true. I know what Misa looks like.
At the
Whoa.
northern border fort, one day remains.
I'm scared.
Let's see.
Information. Is the map. What a cool map. I like that's textured. That you can see the Magla. Showing that there is magic like flowing everywhere. Very cool. Islands down here with whirlpool and clouds. A port town of some sort. Ah, I can read this. It says big old forest. Alright.
This place here.
Hey, don't forget.
Where our contact should be. Hopefully we find him quick.
Okay then.
All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory.
Yeah.
Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance
I knew what you meant.
to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, literally. It's him. That makes.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrade.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
We're friends.
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
No discrimination, eh? A far cry from our world, then. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut.
No one cares what
no
you
one
think.
cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well,
He stood up for me.
I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
But he stood up for me, so I wanted to take a chance to stand up for him, even if it got me hurt, you know?
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the
Phew! Oh,
You are?
sorry. I can't tell you. Well, no, I trust him.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now,
He just was talking that entire time.
Someone help!
I thought that said farting, soldier. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was very confused.
is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Someone help! Oh no, the food here. Yeah, exactly.
Listen. Stay on guard.
It's too late. It's too late. The Crispanada's gone. Now we're forced to eat beef supremes. Oh, oh, only Doritos Locos Crispo. Oh, they've got so much Baja Gelato left. Yeah. He's unconscious, yeah, after eating like nothing but Baja Gelato. I am too.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn
It did.
vultures across the border.
The first time I had it, it was sweet and yummy and good. I think that if it's fresh, it's good. Like, if they just get it, it's good. Because I've had it once since then, where it was good. And I was like, whoa. So I'm wondering if maybe, like, the longer it sits in the freezer, the worse it gets. Which makes sense, as it is a cream-based, like, product. Maybe it actually goes bad, you know? And they're not used to that.
Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the ball.
Headphones, that's making my ears hurt.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army.
I like
Swallow your fear.
us being
Fight
able to
with
see all of the
pride,
magic in
and
there.
we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, sure.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
That's how you know it's the military. They'll take anybody and don't train you.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
They promise you money and riches and leave you with injuries and PTSD.
It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Me too. I also do. Like she's also guarded. I'd like to point out real quick that I didn't notice. He really looks like Marth, doesn't he?
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
I don't see a fairy. What are you talking about? Wow! Hello, Raiders. D, welcome in. How's it going? Let me get you guys a shout out. Mods, one of you guys want to take care of that for me? What were you playing? Me. Whoa.
Let's try this. Let's try this cursed song.
Whoa.
Well, the weather
Human D.
outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we got no place to go, where is snow, where is snow, where is snow? It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn to plopping. The lights are turned way down low, ooh woo. Where is snow, where is snow, where is snow? When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight,
It keeps
on the way
going.
home I'll be warm. The fire
Oh
is
my god.
slowly dying, and my dear, we still
It just keeps going.
as long as you love me so. Where did snow, where did snow, where did snow? It doesn't.
Oh my god. You get two. You get two. This is another old clip, right? This is definitely older. What? Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, I'm Bancha. I'm the tired Tanuki cursed with humanity. I'm here to entertain the watchers. I don't really know what that means. There's a lot of questions. Yeah. But how was I was distracted by your song. What were you playing? You were playing Pokemon Unite. That makes sense. How was Pokemon Unite? Did you win? I haven't played in a while. We should figure out a time. I'm gonna play with you. It was good. That sounds very, very unsure. Gamers, if you don't know D, I was in Fluffy Barrage with them. She's super funny, super chill. Like one of the nicest people that I've met through all of that. And like, you should go follow her. Raiders, if you don't know me, hey, I'm Bancha. I usually do like indie games or like Pokemon stuff or Game Boy games. But today, my good friend Hesper had some dental stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play the fantasy RPG today. And so I busted out a 3D model that Bagel Gremlin and Misa Deluxe made for me, and we're playing Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm very early in. I think possibly about to have my first fight. I don't see a fairy. Do you? Like, there's no fairy on screen. But I hope you enjoy your time here. If you've got a raid and run, I get it. I don't blame you. Around the beginning of dinner time for a lot of people. And yeah, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. I hope you have a good night. And yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Go take care of yourself. Have dinner. Yeah, thank you for the raid. I kind of want to say I don't see a fairy. Like I don't. He's like, did you catch this fairy? And I'm like, I kind of want to joke with him and just be like, I don't see a fairy.
Fairy. I didn't see a fairy.
Are you really trying to play that card now? He just saw you talking.
He's really.
And I have a name, you know. If you're gonna call me anything, call me Gallagher.
I don't see a fairy. Like played so straight.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
There's something really great about her just being like, are you really trying that? Like, good on you, but like, are you? He literally just saw us. Like, yeah, she's very good.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this.
I don't see a fairy.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's
Take a moment.
Take
Okay.
a moment, then head in once
I think this is probably a combat tutorial.
I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Comrade, Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility. Become your ally. God, look at that face. If I could be even a tenth of that attractive, like, that jawline. All right.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone.
I didn't think when you. He looks a lot like you from Persona 4, honestly. Oh. I like. We had to sign you up for war. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight.
Just hope our contact in the fort's okay.
That's what a lot of
keep our
18-year-olds
guard
think
up
when they
and
first
hope we
sign up
find
for
out.
it too. Looks more like a long-haired. Oh yeah, kinda. Yeah, he looks like if they fused the two of them. Okay.
Okay?
I'll lose sight of our mission. I know.
Here we go.
Contact should be inside. We'll have to find him. Our contact's gonna be dead, aren't they?
Actually.
I see.
Yeah. You guys can't really see it, but down here, like the status bar, I really like that too. It's very clean, very cool. Oh. Right, there's a roll. There's a roll and a slash. He really does just, like, that's Marth. Like, if you zoomed out enough. I wouldn't hate a Fire Emblem game like this. Oh.
There it is.
Wow.
That's a human.
What? Hello? That's a human?
We have to help the survivors.
What?
Damn it. hurry.
Keep searching. All right, let's just. You guys are definitely all dead.
This is bad.
Cool.
What?
Is that a human too? The more reasons we got, we just can't let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
But Poison the Strike is one. Yeah, I agree.
Got it?
Yeah, no, Resco, you're good. I appreciate it.
Take care of it, please.
To engage in squad battle alongside your allies. And the offensive by continuously attacking with attacks.
Things will be fine.
This is our
We have the edge.
Oh, I like that transition. Hello? I want one of those. I want that as a transition. Here it comes. So good. Enemies were stunned at the start of the battle. Okay. Forming action will expend when the turn icon is at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins. Wow! Oh, Ryu, I know you... I'm sorry, I know you might be confused. That's a human. That's a human, Ryu. That is a Homo Oppo.
Let's stay calm.
Let's stay calm. Let's do...
I won't hold back.
Let's try our magic.
Fire! Through here?
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it up. Oh. It's alright, we get stunned. We're okay, we're okay. Yeah, okay. So, I have this game because my roommate has it on Steam. And, we are in a family play on Steam. Like a family account. And, I'm just like, I want to buy this game to support. Maybe I'll try to get it on PS5 or something. Just my hope is that when the Switch 2 comes out, it comes out on there, so I can buy it on there. Growth. Oh, I wish I could just measure my growth like that.
We're in the clear.
And pulled through somehow. You and I Oppo, yeah. Actually. Stairs over here, but there's definitely something over here. I like playing RPGs on handheld. So, hold on.
Be careful.
Hey.
Sneak attack.
Okay.
Come on! Let's give him a fight!
Get a burger? Yes! Please do not kill God while I'm away. I mean, how long are you gonna be gone? I was like, I'll wait. Like, I can learn. Like, I can hesitate. Bum, 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 bum. God, a burger sounds good. God, the music's really good.
Burn to ash!
Burn to ash.
I think I'm getting used to this.
That is just the motif from Fire Emblem, right? Like, Hesper's right. Like, we both heard it the other day. Like,
Okay. I feel stronger.
I feel stronger. Distribute my points. We're gonna do luck.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. If it's useful, I say grab it.
But, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, stuff borrows from stuff all the time. Puppy. Puppy just came up behind me. Bye. Yeah, hi, I was talking to you. She just looked at me like, what? What?
Push through. We have the edge.
We have the edge.
Get ready.
Let's go. Burn. Last one.
Okay. 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 Doing okay. Let's gather triumph.
Unexpected.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Be careful.
There's something down there.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Homotenta. That's a tooth. It's a tooth. That's a tooth. Yeah, real quick. Okay. Where are you? That's a tooth. Pepper, I'm killing the tooth.
I will fight with pride.
Kill it for all of us, Bancha.
Yeah, Pepper. Just don't do that.
It's okay. We can do this.
Remember, Pepper. Remember when the power was out everywhere? Remember when the power was out everywhere? Yeah, that one. When the power was out everywhere, that place had power, and the McDonald's near it had power. And nobody went to that one. Like, the McDonald's had a line actually down the road. Nobody went to that one. Like, that's how you know it's bad. Like, even when there's no options, nobody did it. The one time I have eaten there, I got food poisoning.
They chose the wrong opponent.
I'll be okay. Don't worry. Is it design water? It's worse. Let's go. I'll tell you after stream.
Looks like we're safe for now.
I like I just destroyed. Desonic water isn't the worst. It's not good. But like, it's not the worst thing to eat.
This battle's ours.
It's not the worst thing. I can think of worse things. Yeah, it's still water. Like,
It's okay. We can do this.
it gave you medical issues? What? I mean, I guess that's a good example of I don't know. I've never. I used to work at McDonald's.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
I can't even do this done. Okay. When I worked at McDonald's, that they had the partnership with Dasani, and I would drink Dasani a lot instead of our tap water. So I got free Dasani water, so I was like, I'd rather have the bottled water. Just, you know,
Looks like we're safe
that
for now.
costs the company money. If I can make the company lose money, I'm going to.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Usually I would just have like a tea or something like that. This one's locked. Yeah, like if I can make the like, if I can make McDonald's lose money, then I'm going. I go out of my way, like if there's a deal, to abuse the deal. That's so weird. I mean, I get it. I don't think it has that much salt anymore, does it? I haven't had an issue with that, and that's something I'm relatively sensitive to. Granted, it's one of those things of why would you try it? Like, after once. Yeah. I wouldn't have hated that job if I,
Not bad. Not bad at
I worked there 5 years, and never got a raise, despite like literally everyone else I worked with getting a raise. And I was finally like, hey, like I've been here literally longer than everybody. Please give me money. And they were like, no. And I was like, all right, I'm going to my other job full time. Like, because I was working there and Game Shop at that point. I was working like 60 to 70 hours a week. And I would do the shift that nobody else wanted, where I'd get there at 3:30 a.m. and I'd be there till like 2 p.m. Oh, I like that she sits on your shoulder. Oh, I like that.
Damn it! Hey. Damn it.
At least this one's like, hey, I don't want to die. Like, help me out here.
Hold on. You... I get it now. What?
I do like that he's like, hey, why hide this from me? He's not like angry. He's just like, hey, why are you hiding this? Oh my god. Yeah, Lance, exactly. Shaking your hand.
Hurry.
Let's hurry.
I want to go back in here. Focus.
If it's useful,
Getting there to make breakfast burritos was like, I would work the 3:30 to, technically it was 3:30 to 1. It was 4 to 1. But I would always end up there till like 2 or 2:30 because lunch rush didn't end until like 1:30. But I didn't get overtime because, you know.
They're onto us.
This is our chance.
Yeah, literally.
Through here.
The power of fire.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Huh.
I want to get as much as I can. Broken here, okay. Yep. Yeah, and then they would cut your hours randomly, and I'm like, what? But I'm the only one that's showing up. I'm the only one that's like regularly here. Why are you cutting me out? And then they would replace me with somebody else, and then they wouldn't show up, and then they'd call me and expect me to come in, and I'm like, no. Like, why would I come in? You cut my hour. That's not my fault. That's on you. There it goes again. Did it freeze up again?
That'll do it.
That's so weird.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that. I don't think anything would. Come on.
Let's give him a fight. This could be our chance.
Wait, Ironbite did yours too?
I won't hold back. Let's go. Fire. A tough one. Burn to us.
Interesting.
Even easier than expected.
Yeah, I wonder if Twitch's servers are just having a hard time.
I think that's all.
I do output at a higher thing than I probably should. But that shouldn't be giving me an issue. I've done that for months. Like, I have the internet too, so I do.
As long as we're careful.
There's a lot of enemies down here.
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
Rezko, without spoilers, does this one have the thing where if I'm leveled higher, like considerably higher, I can just one-shot them?
Don't let your guard down.
This is our chance. Forward.
Let's settle this quick.
Like without going into the battle? Oh, thank God. Cool, cool, cool. I figure we're still in the, like... We're still in the thick of it. So, like, I'm not...
Burn to us. Wrap this up.
That's fair, that's fair. Fights feel good, though. I'll say that much.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Really like the music.
Good one. Let's end. This is our chance. This could be our forward.
Stay calm, everyone.
A tough one. One left.
All right, one left.
Only one left. Finish them off. We're clear.
I like Gallica being the, like... Might not always be one shot. Okay.
Even easier than expected.
Whew. That should do it.
Magma Poo. I do like that Gallica is taking the slot of like the Futaba, like Larise, like
That solves that.
the guide character. Stun them normally. Okay. Kind of want to give him Yeah, Brittany, that's been my fear, and that's kind of why I haven't started this, and I'm like, fuck it. I do this if it's possibly for nothing. Yeah, Brittany, me too. I mean, you're playing Phantom Brave, and you're gonna play the new one. Like, it sucks to make content out of everything, but like, it's kind of how I justify making the time. Like, it's easy for me to be like, okay, this is still work, obviously, but
That's true, but
yeah, I get that. Or for others than yourself, that's true.
I'm heading out.
So, Resco, for me, it's a thing of I really want to play it while it's current, and so I don't end up with like a random spoiler getting hit. But then also the thing of like,
What do you think?
the thing of like, how do I word this? I want to play it while they're looking at play numbers. And like, yeah, and like, definitely believe that Atlas is paying attention to like the streams. I know for a fact that they are. Like, they're looking to see how many people are watching people play, how many people bought the game, that kind of thing. They are looking to see if this is a thing where they're going to determine their future products. Yeah, exactly.
Such tremendous power.
It's horrible! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow. Damned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
Okay.
let's go. Fire!
Oh, really?
Vile monster. You're mine.
Wow, that's
Oh, please.
really strong.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this.
And did more damage. But yeah, Iron Bite.
How is it this strong? I'll distract it. You two, run!
But
Saga looks interesting.
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live. This is it.
what? No! Please.
Wow.
Say something.
Stroll. Don't be a fool. Just run before it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
Your squeamish look away.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Yeah. That's rad. I mean, if it's the whole thing of like,
What the heck is going on?
if it's the whole thing of like your soul,
we've gotta
like
find a
your
way to
heart
fight
is
back.
your soul, like.
Wind. All right, that did the trick.
Spin splash.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
That only happens the first time. Okay.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and blade feet. We could target those.
By this power. Hold on.
That's it. Stay on it.
Okay. Honestly, it doesn't make sense not to use.
Seeker. Scour. You hit their weakness.
Let's stay calm.
Seeker.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Wind. Push through. We've got to hit the other spots too.
yeah, Tony, just. It's like a little fusion of everything they worked on.
We can't kill it fast enough. Pig. I can't believe it's eating from its own body. Can you knock those apples off? Seeker. Scour.
Also, that Green Odyssey stuff. Yeah, it definitely seems like a mix of everything they worked on.
I won't hold back. Better be sure.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
If we don't take out those apples, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
Yeah, sure.
Understood. Leave it to me.
Whoa!
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Wind.
You hit their weakness.
I will fight by this power. Scour. Come on.
Yeah, right. I feel like I should heal soon. Wow, that's a big heal. That's a large heal.
By this power. Wind.
Alright, it seems like as long as I keep that up, we're good.
Seeker. Scour.
Yeah, okay, I get it. You're doing your attacks.
I won't hold back. Wind. A tough one.
Ow. Oh, it's so painful. It hurts so bad.
Royal soul.
We killed it. Why am I not? My snoozes aren't refreshing for my ads. We're gonna go ahead and run an ad break now, I guess. Fuck it. Run an ad. We're gonna hang out on this screen and watch some clips. We're gonna watch some clips.
Screw Misa, the game is like, nah. I
tried to get Pizza Hut.
I'm gonna use this moment to catch up on stuff because I've got a lot of messages. Mods, you can throw messages in there. I would appreciate it.
She's from the future. She knows how this works.
She's seen this game before. She knows. She knows how this went.
Yeah, really.
Live to Twitch.com. This is the secret. This is cheating. She has studied every instant of this game and knows every choice we're gonna make before we make it.
Oh my god.
You did think her stars, coins, and liver, to be fair.
Fucking on you. You fucking liverless Luigi.
You liverless Luigi.
No liver lapine. I get it.
I can't believe you would say that. Christ, mother. Okay.
That was a good moment.
Dr. Meme.
We really got her with that one, I remember. Actually, I'm gonna take this chance. Do I have? Do I have
It's a youngster. He has a snake.
my thing?
Oh my god. Who gave you a snake?
No, we're gonna edit.
That's dangerous. Please put that down. No, don't put it inside your mouth. Stop. Who gave this youngster a snake? Why is no
Where do I edit that?
coming to help? A badger, 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 Atkins, Atkins.
You want to piss my pants? That's fine. I'll make sure you never shit anything.
Another classic.
For Cauldron.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh.
Iced tea.
I fell.
I wanted to make sure that my blue sky was social links. You know, everything's falling up. On the old shitter. The same ad 4 times in a row? That's fun. That's cool. Okay, ads should be done. Right? Jimmy already got B-dubs. Oh, B-dubs also sounds... Food sounds good. I don't want to end early so that I can eat. Oh. Well, we'll get through this bit, at least. We'll get through the quote-unquote intro.
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah, will you? Look, I mean, I like a good buffaloed wild wing. Enjoy a good buffaloed wing.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn.
That's true.
Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was...
What the fuck?
Look, That Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank goodness you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
And just, yeah, I'd like to point out that I did kill
The
this
lad's
child.
out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command
That's a
power
good
like that?
question.
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror.
Oh.
You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
That's true, that's true.
You have to kill him?
Suppose we'd better start at the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah, I was saying.
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general, the youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn.
This guy looks
himself.
evil, like.
But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble's scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
Ah, it's those shoulder pads.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission.
Stroll's like, hey, I was awake.
I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble.
Fantasy Akiko, yeah.
To have
Yeah,
done
I'm
otherwise
definitely seeing
would
it more.
betray my title, to say nothing
I need to
of
play
my
the 3
heart.
remake. Maybe I'll play that off stream so that I can play this on stream.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round.
Makes sense.
For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Yeah, okay.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy. Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that?
That was a human.
It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does
So
little
interesting.
good against them. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Can't think of anything.
Yeah, I mean, the
Come
answer
on,
was
there's gotta be something.
the answer was clear.
Whatever's on your mind.
Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the 3 of us alone are supposed to stop him.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that is a solid place to end. We will save, and we'll pick up here next time. I'll probably, I don't know. I'll do a poll. I'll put the VOD up tonight, and we can see. I kind of want. I don't know. We'll see. Who's online? Who do we got? I don't. Oh, you know what? Somebody I've never. They're playing a game. We're digging. Do a little digging. Actually, you know what? I don't really get it. Let's go raid Oshio. I don't get to raid Umi very often. I don't usually stream this time of day. Let's go raid Oshio. Let's do what was the raid message? We had it before. Something about the valid Twitch. valid. What is it? Valid Twitch streamer / clip. And do one of these. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna go over to Umi. Umi's playing some art. They're doing some art and is super talented. Give them love and affection and call them cute. And we'll go see. Sure, we'll figure out something to play this. All right, goodbye.